Hey dudes and dudettes, this is Jack from Myopic Mycelium, here just to give you a quick tutorial on how I did my most recent patch in VCV Rack. I used a Frippertronic technique. If you want this simple, easy version, you take your voices and you can send them to a reverb, especially for generative ambient, which this patch. And then you take the output and you send it to a really long delay. About 8 seconds on this side, 7 on this, but you can do any kind of delay, minimum of 3 to 4 seconds. And that's the quick, dirty, easy way. So, how I built this patch, if you're interested, I have a lot of visualizers. This shows the delay, and this shows the sound before the delay. Anyway, so I have everything quantized through the Scale CV module in Aaron Stats, from Aaron Stats. And then basically the clock runs the sequencer for the first 3 voices, and the final one goes through Eugene polyclock, and it gets sent to these Bernoulli gates, which basically flip a coin between one of the 2 outputs, and it'll send a signal when it's chosen to trigger something. In this case, it triggers the random note CV, also from Aaron Stats, to pick a random note, as well as the envelope for each of the voices. And specifically for this, I have it set to latch mode, because with the technique it sounds better if everything is sparse, so the delay doesn't get too cluttered. So it sets the latch mode, so if it gets 2 outcomes, it won't send a signal on the second one. I'll have to go back around before it'll trigger again. And this 8 LFO pretty much modulates all the parameters for the voices, including some of the envelopes. And then, yeah. So the first voice is a wavetable VCO. I'm modulating the morph over time. I think, am I modulating anything else? No. So modulating the filter position. Second voice is this VCO with a square wave going through 2 different filters, just because I like the sound. And then I have this sample and hold, basically, or this voice is this reverb or reburst that goes into this instro and then this mixer for all 4 voices. And the sample and hold goes every time the voice goes to modulate both the time between the burst and how many notes. And then fourth voice is just a frequency modulated sound that has a whole bunch of parameters modulated over time. And yeah, that's about it. Thought it sounded cool. Thank you, and hope you enjoyed.